All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Hara Chakodash, double honors to apostles, great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we ought to be. Now, it's your brother Hawaii from GMS Chicago. Got a quick little lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame and looking like heathens, who spirit bear witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father, and the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world English calls Jehovah God, and the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world English calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, or Yeshua, Yeshua, Yahweh. And pretty much this lesson is going into, the severe things that's going to happen. Of course, the men of the Lord, what we do prophesy about the great things that's going to come, and the pleasures and the dangerous that's going to come and stuff. But in order for the kingdom, that's what we're talking about, the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, in order for it to actually come, we must go through great tribulation. And it tells you that in Acts 14 and 22, it says, through much tribulation shall the saints enter the kingdom of heaven, right? So in order for us to enter the kingdom of heaven and stuff, we got to go through much tribulation and stuff. And it's just like every great action movie and stuff, like the Avengers, or I forget what they call and stuff, but it's like the Warriors of the Galaxy or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They got to go through all this turmoil, you know what I'm saying, in order for them to actually achieve the peace. And a brother, from GMS Des Moines, you know what I'm saying, the brothers down there and stuff, they did a sit down going into, in order for it to be saved, we must first be put in danger. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a lot of dangerous things that's going to happen and stuff in order for us to make that peace. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to start off with Luke chapter 21, verse 19. It says, in your patience possess ye your souls. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be patient going through these different things, man. Scripture says, woe to him that lost patience and stuff. And when you lose patience, that means that you're not trying to do the work. Scripture's not coming in your head and stuff. You just far off gone into the world. You know what I'm saying? So it says, in your possessions, it says, in your possessions, in your patience possess ye your souls. You know what I'm saying? Matthew 24 and 13, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. You know what I'm saying? So when you're enduring things and stuff, you're getting a tribulation. You know what I'm saying? You're not enduring anything and stuff if everything's all good. When you endure, it's because things is troubling. You know what I'm saying? So when you being patient, guess what? You're enduring. And if you're enduring, guess what? It's going to possess you your souls. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you're going to make it to the end. You're going to make it through all these things. You're going to make it through all the betrayal. You're going to make it through all the different tribulations. You're going to make it through certain situations where you think you're about to die, or you think everything's finna be all over and stuff, and the Lord make a way. You know what I'm saying? Verse 20, it says, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. You know what I'm saying? Now, this goes back to 70 AD. You know what I'm saying? In the time of Israelite persecution and stuff, pretty much. And you had the Romans and stuff, and they possessed the province of Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? But the taxes was pretty much high. You know what I'm saying? And things was not affordable. It was like great tribulation. Hyperinflation and stuff like that. And you had which is going to be here too. You know what I'm saying? It's just a prelude of what's going to actually happen here. You know what I'm saying? Because you had the Israelites and the Israelites and stuff, and what was they doing? They was revolting against the Roman army. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it says. It's Second Ezra in the Apocrypha, chapter 15, verse 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, in invading one another, that they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and in the course of their action shall stand in their power. That's why you having a lot of these different riots and stuff, peaceful protests and stuff that go into fights against the police and stuff, in riot gear and whatnot. And it's because, why? Because the people are not agreeing with the things that's going on within society, man, and they want things to change, right? So it says, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies. Now remember, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. You know what I'm saying? What happened back in Roman in 70 AD is going to actually happen here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna actually happen here. You're gonna, the police officers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? State troopers and stuff. They all getting run down. They getting killed out here and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then they get the gang banging and stuff with a badge. Looking for the different killers and stuff, and over servicing and all that stuff. Uh, 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 Pretty much what's going to happen is that they're going to be overwhelmed, and what they're going to do is actually send in the troops. They're going to send in military forces. And if you ever seen that movie called video game called, it's after the movie World War Z. You know what I'm saying? But it's a video game like that and stuff. And on one, like, I think it's the first board and whatnot and stuff, when you got to get the bus through the train and whatnot. I mean, not through the train, but like underneath the bridge and stuff. You got to kill all the zombies and stuff, which represents cannibals. That's what zombies are. They're cannibals because they eat other people's flesh. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much what it is that within that and stuff, if you actually pay attention to the scenery and stuff, it shows you in vehicles, man. You know what I'm saying? United vehicles, man. That was overthrown and whatnot and stuff. But it's just a prelude, you know what I'm saying, to actually what's finna come here. You know what I'm saying? Because once the police and the state troopers, SWAT and all them stuff, once they can't handle the situation and stuff, they're gonna bring in the military, and that's prophesied in the scriptures. So I'll read again, verse Luke 21:20. It says, "And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh," meaning near. It says, "Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains." You know what I'm saying? So guess what's going to happen? People are going to be trying to find a way to get out. You know what I'm saying? But are everybody going to be able to get out? Not true. So like it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And why is that? That's because cutting things off, where you ain't going to be able to, you're going to have certain identification and stuff. That's when stuff is really going to get, really cut off and stuff. When you get curfews and whatnot and stuff, you're going to have to have legit reasons of why you out and stuff. Other than that, you're going to be detained, other than that, you're gonna be detained, and you're gonna want to some people gonna want to flee into another city and stuff, or flee into another place or another state and whatnot and stuff, and they're not going to be able because they're going to be cutting it off. You know what I'm saying? The military is going to be cutting off, setting up checkpoints. You see it sometimes when it comes down to expressway or the highways and stuff, how they, and it's no accident and stuff. They just trying to check people information and stuff. They trying to get you to get normal, program you to be normal to that situation and stuff, so it can be the regular norm. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be what it is, because then if something happens or there's a breakout and stuff, and they can't allow people to pass and stuff, guess what? People are going to desire to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? What if it's work or whatnot and stuff, they're going to desire to go somewhere else, and they're not going to be able. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they're going to cut it off. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have CTA trains and stuff. It's going to be cut off. You know what I'm saying? The metro trains and stuff, Amtrak, all that going to be cut off. You're going to have you're going to have what's the other one? What's the other train? The airports and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even though we in these phases, what's gonna happen is that they're gonna cut that off, where you can't go here and go there and stuff. You're gonna be stuck, man. You're gonna be stuck. And what's the Amtrak and the Metro and stuff, but like those trains where they got the trailers and stuff, and you just hop on, so because they go from city to city and stuff, or state to state, because they bring different supplies. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be checking that and stuff. Like when you got a regular checkpoint, when they come down to passing a certain toll and whatnot, and they bring out the dogs to sniff out for this, and they got the little long stick with the mirror to look underneath your car and stuff to see if you're trying to bring immigrants or different travelers and stuff, you know what I'm saying, who don't need to be here or don't need to be there, or they're not registered, or they don't have their papers and stuff to be here or there, or be able to go over there and stuff. That's how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And like with this COVID-19, they talking about a second wave. If things get too bad, guess what's going to happen? Ain't nobody going to be able to leave the area and stuff, man. except for those legit reasons that I was talking about. So it says, it says verse 21. It says, then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains. It says, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's what people gonna do. And in the video game, The Last of Us, the first one, remember you had Joel, you know what I'm saying, and old girl, I forget her name, how they had their papers and stuff to leave. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, it was a attack and stuff within the quarantine military and stuff, and they found another way to get out. People are going to be looking to leave and stuff, because when you get armies and stuff and they storming people's houses and stuff, they shooting people down and stuff, like the movie Bushwick, you know what I'm saying, which I believe is on Netflix if you want to see it. They probably like took certain things out and stuff, but the actual real movie and stuff, it was turmoil within the cities. Everybody was killing and shooting and stuff. You know, it was like Grand Theft Auto. You can do whatever you want, chaos mode and whatnot. And everybody was doing this. The scriptures talk about how people were going to be killing and stealing and stuff. Actually, I'm going to grab that. This is 2nd Ezra 15, verse 19. It says, well, verse 18, it said, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. You know, people going to be thinking everything's all good. You know, Isaiah 30:1, they're going to be leaning upon the shadow of Egypt, man. You know what I'm saying? And not trusting in the Lord. They're going to be thinking about this place. You know what I'm saying? Right? They're going to be thinking about when America's going to get better. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it's going to be healed, like the scripture says in Revelations. And it says, it said, but they're going to be troubled. Why is that? Because when you proud and stuff, you think everything's all good, nothing's finna happen to you and stuff. But then when something take you off guard and stuff, now you over there wondering like, what I gotta go? I mean, what I gotta do? What I got? You know what I'm saying? You start becoming impulsive and stuff. And you don't know what to do or what's the right thing to do. What's the next move? What's the next that move and stuff? You know what I'm saying? You don't got a clear head, right? It says the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. It says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Modern day sword is the gun, you know what I'm saying, or any other piercing material. And it says, and spoil their goods, you know what I'm saying, meaning rob, and people rob already and stuff. But when it comes down to scarcity, people are going to become violent. You know what I'm saying? Very vicious and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And it says, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, because it is going to be a famine here. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the rations are not going to be enough. You know what I'm saying? You know, it says, if they do come out with rations and stuff, it says lack of bread and for great tribulation and stuff. So people going to be crazy out here and stuff, man, and that's gonna cause people to be like, okay, I gotta leave, I gotta go somewhere else and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like, man, I can't find no jobs here or there and stuff, and they're gonna want to leave, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's gonna be so much turmoil in the area that you're in, you want to go into another one seeking peace, right? It says, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein. It says, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. It says, but woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck. You know what I'm saying? So toddlers, you know what I'm saying? When it come down to toddlers, when it come down to those who suck, it's talking about, you know, little babies. It's talking about it's talking about little babies and stuff, you know, who ain't weaned from the breast. You know what I'm saying? You know, who still need breast milk and whatnot. You know, because if everything is high price and it got inflation going on, what are you going to be able to do? You know what I'm saying? How would you be able to afford it? And when it come down to this COVID-19 and stuff, and they talking about a second wave, guess what's happening? A lot of people had lost their jobs. You know what I'm saying? You know, the unemployment rate has skyrocketed and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they messing with the numbers and stuff just to ease the people because they don't want civil unrest. You know what I'm saying? They don't want things to get out of hand in the homeland. You know what I'm saying? Right? It says in those days, it says, for there shall be great distress in the land. And when you go into the word distress, it's the word I don't even know how to say it. It says constraint, literally or figuratively, by implication, distress. Distress must needs of necessity or necessary or needeth or needful. So there's gonna be certain things that you're gonna need, but you ain't gonna be able to have it. You know what I'm saying? You know, You know, you got of all tribes and stuff. You got families that's real big and whatnot and stuff. You know, where they got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 children and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you only able to get food for 3 children and stuff. That's gonna be great distress. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's gonna be very great distress. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're gonna be wondering what you're gonna do and stuff. And with that great distress building and stuff, and the government is not actually giving you any answers. Guess what's gonna happen? Guess what's gonna happen? The people are gonna riot. You know, this place is gonna be on fire, man. Like literally on fire. And I'm talking about before the second death. You know what I'm saying? When you seeing smoke and stuff coming out of apartment buildings and regular buildings and stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you got the army shooting down people and whatnot and stuff because they getting cracked in the head with frozen canned goods. you know, you know. It says verse 22. I read that already. I'll read verse 23 again. It says, "But woe unto them, that are with child, and to them that give suck." And in those days, and part of that woe, because woe meaning destruction, it tells you that in Deuteronomy 28 and 53. You know what I'm saying? That the woman, you know what I'm saying, she's gonna be eating her children. You know what I'm saying? You know. And it also says in Isaiah 8, 9 and 20. It says in Isaiah 9 and 20. Get it. This is Isaiah 9 and 20. It says, and he, well, verse 19. It says, through the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua of hosts, and the land darkened. You know what I'm saying? This land is going to be darkened. It says, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be great betrayal and stuff. You know, somebody know that you got this and got that and stuff. They're going to be doing anything that they can. That's why the scripture says in Jeremiah, I think it's 9 and 4. It says that not every brother is a brother, for every brother will utterly supplant. And just because it say brother and stuff, that could be your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your niece, your son, your daughter, the brother or the cousin that's not actually related and stuff, but you call them cousin because you're close to them and stuff, or you're close to them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's gonna be like that. You know, everybody gonna be for themselves, like you see in the movie. I mean, not the movie, but like you see in the TV shows Maury. You know what I'm saying? All these Steve Wilkos and stuff. How family members and stuff, or friends, and that's real close for so long and stuff, and they betray and have sex, committing adultery. That's what it is, and they be having sex with one another and stuff for the most illogical reasons. You know what I'm saying? You know? But what happens when there's a necessity and stuff when it comes down to food, drinking water, you know what I'm saying, bathing water and stuff? Because the scriptures do clarify in the book of 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, that these waters wouldn't run no more. And waters not being run no more, meaning that they're going to shut off the dams. Now, the dams are electronic based, majority of them. And if this place get hit with an EMP or they shut it down, guess what's going to happen? You know, it ain't finna be no water coming in your house. No water coming out your faucet. No water coming out your faucet. Ain't finna be no water coming out your tub and whatnot and stuff. And what people are gonna do, they're gonna go to the boiler that's downstairs in the basement and stuff for drinking water and bathing water. You know what I'm saying? But if you live in a big apartment complex and stuff, guess how many families and stuff is gonna be looking for that water? You know what I'm saying? You know? And it says verse 20, it says, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and there shall not be they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Even if you don't have nobody around and stuff, guess what's gonna happen? If you don't have nothing to eat, you're gonna start eating yourself. And you had a very, very old video, you know what I'm saying, that they didn't put on mainstream news, pretty much going into the fact how it was a man and stuff, and pretty much it looked like he was dead or he was getting raped or whatnot and stuff, and there was another man behind him and stuff, and he was nibbling on his ear and really pulling off the meat, trying to eat it, man. You know what I'm saying? Cut off his finger and stuff and try to eat it. You know what I'm saying? You know? So if he was by himself, he'll start looking at himself and eat it. And they show you that in the TV show The Simpsons. You know what I'm saying? You know, when Homer Simpson's hot dog got snatched by his dog, you know what I'm saying, the family dog, and then next thing you know, what he do? He messed around and ended up cutting his finger, but then his finger started grilling and he started getting hungry, and then he seasoned himself and ate it, and then next thing you know, he you know, it came to the point when he was just a head, man, you know. But that's what's really finna happen. This is the great distress that's finna come. You know what I'm saying? You know? This is the great distress that's finna come. And even though I quoted it, I'm gonna bring it out. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 53. It says, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body. And what's the fruit of thy own body and stuff? Your offspring, your children. It says the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters. You know what I'm saying? Meaning the parents. This is what they're going to do. The parents are going to want to eat their own children. You know what I'm saying? Because of the distress. And what's going to be the main distress? The food. It says, which the Lord Yahweh thy power have given thee in the siege and in the straitness wherewith the enemy shall distress thee. And this is also talking about 70 AD. You know what I'm saying? You know? But these curses also been prolonged, you know what I'm saying, till these upcoming days that's finna happen. And it's already happening in a lot of Far East countries, you know what I'm saying? And pretty soon it's gonna happen here, you know what I'm saying, you know? So I'm gonna go back. This is back in Luke 21 and 24. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, meaning people gonna get shot down. You know what I'm saying? You know, you think you're gonna be able to? Because look at it. Look how it's happening already and stuff. People are like putting police officers on camera and stuff, and the police officers get violent and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because a person who know their rights and stuff is actually being put in their face and stuff, and it's making them look like shit. You know what I'm saying? So then what they do? They retaliate and stuff. You know. You had this one video where these officers and stuff, they coming down the street like a mob in the street and also on the sidewalk, and you got this old man and stuff, you know what I'm saying, nothing but white hairs and stuff, and you can see a little bit of his scalp, you know what I'm saying. He had the Mr. Rogers neighborhood sweater on and stuff, and he came up to the officers with a cardboard box, and he ain't coming and threatening them and stuff. He stopped, and they was like, get back, pushed him on the ground and stuff, you know what I'm saying. The next thing you know, he fell back because this was an elderly man. This is when somebody who's going to be able to catch their balance right away, or be able to turn and break the fall and stuff and get back up. This was the old man and stuff where his reflexes are slower, and he hit the back of his head on the concrete and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He bleeding. That man died that day. You know what I'm saying? And what did the police officers do? All of them was like, oh, because they knew they fucked up. You know what I'm saying, with the aggression. So imagine the aggression that's finna come. The scripture says that they should be like madmen. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm gonna actually get that after I read this again. This is Luke 21 and 24. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Now let's get Second Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 16, I think it's verse 70. Nope. This is verse 71. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So they shall be like madmen. Because remember in Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, the 5th verse, it says when it come down to Esau, which is so-called white people and stuff, full-blooded Edomites. But remember, you have Israelites that look like heathens. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be Israelites that look like Edomites. But what I'm saying is that for the full-blooded heathens, you know what I'm saying, you know, that's in these armies and stuff, you know what I'm saying, they should be like madmen. They should be like madmen. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got guns and they just slaughtering everybody and stuff, man. You know, I was watching this movie called I think it's the Hardly Hunted or something like that. The Hard Target. You know what I'm saying? And you had this man, and it didn't really seem like business, but what he did is that he'll call certain people, certain men and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it almost seemed like all of them was like old vets or people that just like left the army or something, right? And what he'll promise them, You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be a gain to him. He'll promise them $10,000 and it'll be on his you know, it was a belt and they'll snag it on and stuff, put it on them. You know what I'm saying? And the bet is that they were supposed to reach the river, and if they reached the river, they was going to be able to win that $10,000. But what they had to do was run away from him, from the man that gave them the whole bet and whatnot and stuff, and also his henchman that was just there to just kill him. You know what I'm saying? Just to kill the person. It was a chase. It was a hunt. You know what I'm saying? And this was a game for this man, you know? And he also had power around certain people and stuff just so he can get his contestants, so he can have some fun. But this was just a man who just loved killing and stuff. And remember, Esau is a hunter. You know what I'm saying? In Genesis 25 and stuff, you know? And then they also hate Jake. So instead of just hunting wild animals and stuff, they're going to be hunting Jakes. You know what I'm saying? You know? And the scripture says in Mark, the 3rd chapter and stuff, that if Satan be divided against Satan, how can Satan stand and stuff? Meaning these Edomites fighting against other Edomites and stuff, other Edomites gonna actually be getting mowed down and stuff. For the Edomites who don't give a fuck about Black Lives Matter, you know what I'm saying? For the Edomites who do care for Black Lives Matter, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna be hunted as well by their own people. You know what I'm saying? You know? And then when it comes down to the Georgia Guidestones and stuff, you already have the rich banking families and stuff. They already have it where they get they want what 500 million. You know what I'm saying? And that's a reset, because it's more people on the earth than it is right according to that number. You know what I'm saying? So this is they restart. And once they restart, it's COVID-19, these created diseases and stuff by the CDC and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know? These things are being created and stuff just to take you people down so they can get to their required number, man. You know? Mass death. You know? So I read again, 2nd Ezra 16:71. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. In the movie Bushwick, what happened in the movie Bushwick was the fact that you know, you had Batista in there and stuff, and he was with that white lady and stuff, and then next, you know, she went to the sister was trying to get some rod and whatnot and stuff, you know, trying to slob him down and everything, getting high and whatnot, and then next, you know, you had a military man climbing her window, you know what I'm saying, and with the military climbing the window and stuff, Batista, you know, Batista bombed his ass and beat his ass and stuff, you know what I'm saying, took his helmet off, broke his nose, and he said, what's your purpose and stuff, and the army man was saying that they was ordered to take away the guns. You know what I'm saying? And they already have gun control and stuff. That's what you know, the red and blue is all about. It's all about gun control, because everything is symbolistic. And the thing is that the army man was telling Batista and stuff. He was saying, like, we came for the guns, but we didn't expect such resistance. But within your constitution, which a lot of people believe in and stuff, the laws of this land, you know what I'm saying, underneath these Edomites, Job 9:24, you can read it for yourself. They come up with the Constitution, 4 founding fathers and stuff, you know, George Washington, the nigga that's on the $5 bill, you know what I'm saying, and Ben Franklin, and I think his name Theodore Washington, I'm not sure, but the guy that's on the $50 bill too. If I'm wrong, then, you know, whatever. But the thing is that the founding fathers created these rules and whatnot, and rules and regulations within this current time right now, in this current era, ever since 1776, and beginning with George Washington and whatnot. They found this land and stuff, you know what I'm saying, so-called, what they did, and they ordered this constitution of all these laws and whatnot. Now, within the Constitution, it says you have the right to bear arms, but if they got gun control and they like, we need to sit up here and grab these people guns and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Within the movie, the man said, within the movie Bushwick and stuff, the army man, he said that they didn't expect such resistance and stuff, but that's part of the Constitution, you know what I'm saying? You know, and the military already know that, you know what I'm saying? The police already know that and stuff when they come actually searching for these people guns, and they know it's going to be retaliation and stuff, because in that movie it was hypocrisy. How in the world are you going to sit up here and say that you wasn't expecting that it's going to be such resistance, and you thought the people was going to freely give up the guns and stuff when you was fully fully dressed for a war. Like if you was gonna be sent into a war, not into civilian land, you know what I'm saying, but as if you was gonna go into foreign land and take over their country. You was fully suited, you know what I'm saying? You know, you wasn't in riot gear, you was in army gear, you know what I'm saying, to take down another nation. That's what he was wearing and stuff, and it was like, it's ridiculous, but guess what? That's how they gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you got these trigger-happy cops and stuff, and they ready to go down. You got dirty cops out here and stuff that will even turn on their own men if they trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? You know? And guess what's going to happen? It's going to be all horrible out here and stuff, because you got these Edomites who's aware of what the army on and stuff, because of doomsday preppers and certain people and stuff who get into certain stuff and bringing out the truth. What's going to happen is that as soon as the army men come and stuff, it's going to be like, you're going to have to take this gun from my cold dead hands, and they ain't going to care about shooting because Edomites are already carnal. You know what I'm saying? They blessing this sword. You know what I'm saying? So guess what's going to happen? A lot of military and cops and whatnot is going to get shot down. You know what I'm saying? You know, just because they the special forces, Navy, the Army and all that stuff, it don't mean anything and stuff. You know, the Lord is going to allow regular civilians to be able to take down, certain people that's in the Army or in the police force and stuff. And you seeing that now. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, going back, Luke 21 and 25. 24. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. It says, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And we are in the time of the Gentiles and stuff. They're the ones ruling. You know what I'm saying? You know, but when their time is to be fulfilled and stuff, that's when things going to flip over. Verse 25, it says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. And what is that? When the moon is yellow, when the moon is half a crescent and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? When the moon is red. You know what I'm saying? You know? Because the moon emits its own light, so that's how you know that they never landed on the sun, because they would have been, on the moon, because they would have been burnt up. And it tells you that in Genesis 1 and 14, you know, on down. You know what I'm saying? It says, and those are the signs. You know, it says, and upon the earth the stress of nations. You know what I'm saying? And it says nations, meaning it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. It's already happened in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? People already committed cannibalism down in Venezuela and South America and stuff. What they was doing, they was going to the garbage dump, you know what I'm saying, looking for rotten meat so they could sell it, because they didn't have enough money to be able to buy brand new meat. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that and stuff, it was a time where people was just throwing all their money and stuff, because the hyperinflation was so high. They was throwing their money out in the streets because it was of no value. You know what I'm saying? They had to weigh it to see. So if you had a bunch of money and stuff, $100 bills and whatnot, that was just worth a penny, you know what I'm saying, you had to have something that weighed so heavy and stuff to show that you had a lot of money, just so you can buy a couple of slabs of meat. And then when it came down to I forget where it was, I want to either say it's Massachusetts or something like that, it was a lady and stuff, she was going through the grocery store and she was showing how things was costing like $30 and stuff, when it was just like when it come down to, like, maybe you get, you know, for 10 wings and stuff in the pack, you know, you pay for like maybe for $12, $13 and stuff. She had to pay $30. You know what I'm saying? You know, for some burger joints or some hot dogs and stuff, she had to pay like $8 for it and stuff. That's hyperinflation. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be across all the nations, man. You know, even within America, right? It says, and upon the earth, it says, and upon the earth, the stress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Now, that word perplexity, I think it means confusion, because, you know, this app, you know, it's not all the way straightforward all the time, you know what I'm saying? But people won't be confused, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's what it means in that second Ezra, where it says that the people will be troubled in a great pride, the people shall be troubled. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be confused. You know, a lot of people that take this truth for a joke and whatnot, guess what's going to happen? They're going to be like, what the fuck do we do? You know what I'm saying? That's what they're going to be on. You know, That's what they're gonna be on. And then, but for the ones that do know and stuff, guess what? They're gonna be building up in their works and whatnot and stuff, and hoping that the Lord is gonna protect them in that day, and hope that they're gonna be part of the elect. The 144,000 would consist of 12,000 men, each of the 12 tribes of Israel, the government body, and the 1/3 would consist of men, women, and children who are Israelites who believe, no matter how they look. Them the ones who's gonna be hoping that the Lord is gonna protect them in these distressful days. And guess what? Yes, we're still gonna be going through tribulation. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jeremiah 37, it says, "For alas, that day is great, and it's none like it. It's even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." You know what I'm saying? That he shall be saved out of it is talking about the elect. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The Lord said that he will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Temptation goes into making decisions and stuff. So guess what? Temptation means that we're going to be brought on in trials in Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just going to be 2/3 of Israel going through this. It's going to be the elect of Israel that's going through it as well. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that we're, like it says in Revelations 3 and 8, you know, just quoting it, it goes into how, you know what? I'm gonna just, and then go back to this point and close it out. This is, Revelations chapter 3 verse 8. It says, I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Lord to be able to sup with you and stuff through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? So you can grow in the Spirit, you know. Isaiah 33 and 6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation. You know, it says the fear of the Lord is his treasure. It says, for thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. I'm going to skip to verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. You know what I'm saying? To try them that dwell upon the earth. You know what I'm saying? I believe this world is talking about, it's in the Greek, oikomenon. You know what I'm saying? Meaning everyone. It says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And when you go into that, no man means nothing, meaning even yourself, because you could be your own worst enemy and stuff. Trust me, I know and stuff, speaking on myself. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you know? And it says, verse 11. It says, well, verse 12, it says, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem. When you go into that new, it means renewed. It says, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name, renewed name. Yeah, how about you, Shai? You know what I'm saying? You know? So this is, the elect are gonna keep on and stuff, and they gonna keep that hope. You know what I'm saying? Sirach or Ecclesiastes in Apocrypha chapter 14 verse 2, it says, blessed is he whose hope is not failed in me and stuff, man. Roughly paraphrasing, right? So it says, verse 26, Luke 21 and 26, it says, men's hearts failing them for fear. You know what I'm saying? You know, so people gonna be scared and stuff, and your men's hearts failing them from fear. What is that? That's a heart attack or a stroke. You know, it says, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. You see how in certain movies and stuff where somebody got a gun, they seeing all the turmoil, and they just be so frightened that they commit suicide. That's how scary it's gonna be out here, man. You know, it's going to be so scary and stuff when you hear glass shattering, guns going off, cars crashing and blowing up, and explosions going over everywhere and stuff, and it's not the 4th of July, nor no Roman candles going off. You know what I'm saying? You know? And you seeing people getting grabbed up in the streets and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Military getting shot down, police getting shot down and stuff, law enforcement getting shot down. They can't do anything about it and stuff, you know, because a lot of people lean upon the military and the police and the authority of this world. But when they see that it's falling down and stuff, they're gonna be like, okay, what can we do? They're gonna be scared, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, and think about this. How would you feel and stuff where the Lord protecting you and stuff, you know, but you still hearing the screams and the cries and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even at night, you know, people getting ate up stuff, you know what I'm saying? And somebody breaking into your door and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the baby get to crying because of the noise, you know what I'm saying? And then next you know, the baby just quickly be silenced, you know what I'm saying? As a snapping the finger and stuff, then you know that baby was put to death. And it would be the same way. And if a woman or a man was screaming and all that and stuff, but they was put to silence, you know what I'm saying, in less than a second and stuff, that's going to be some scary shit. That's going to be scary, you know? And men of the Lord and stuff, yeah, we gonna be scared. Why? Because we don't know who the elect are, but we know if we hold on to this word and stuff, the Lord's gonna keep His promise that He gonna make sure that that He gonna protect us. Like it says in Isaiah 65 and 13, my servant shall eat, my servant shall drink. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, it's going to be some scary times for the men of the Lord because we still going to be in this flesh, but at the same time, we still going to have that faith that the Lord is going to protect us. And what is faith? The evidence of things hoped for. I mean, the evidence. It's like it. It's like it. I didn't mean for this to be too long and stuff. Here we go. Hebrews 11 and 1. It says now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So the thing is that we don't know if the Lord is not, but we hoping that He do. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got the hope that's not seen. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what hope, because hope that is seen and stuff is not hope at all. And you can read that in Romans 8 and 24. It says, so going back to Luke 21 and 26, it says, men's heart failing them for fear. It says, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. It says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. So when things get all bad and whatnot, like it says in Revelations 1 and 7, every eye shall see Him. And you know, hey, that's when the Lord gonna crack them clouds, man. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody that know about this truth and whatnot and been enduring to the end and doing the best that they can and stuff, and keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability and stuff, and then when they fail and commit sin and stuff and fuck up, what do they do? They pray to the Lord, they ask for repentance and forgiveness and stuff, and then they get back on their grind so they won't do it again and just don't continue in sin and iniquity. You know what I'm saying? You might be forgiven, man. You might be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? You know? So this ain't the time to be taking no chances and stuff. This ain't the time to be bullshitting and stuff and going back to myself, you know, first and foremost, you know, when I still had access and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to be able to do this and do that. But hey, it says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. It's like it. So look, when all these things come and stuff, guess what? We're gonna be looking towards the chariots. You know what I'm saying? Psalms, I think 34 and 7. It says that them that fear the Lord, the chariots is around about them. You know what I'm saying? You know, you look up to a chariot and stuff, and it's be like, yeah, this chariot's still around me and stuff. You know, yeah, things a little bad and stuff, but I ain't dead, or hey, this ain't happened, or that didn't happen and stuff. And it's gonna actually be martyrs for this truth. You know what I'm saying? It's, who's gonna die for the faith of the Lord and stuff. That's gonna glorify the Lord, where they ain't sit up here and fail. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord had told Elijah. You know what I'm saying? That it is 7,000 men and stuff that not bowed they need to buy all. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna glorify the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know, that the 144,000 and an innumerable number and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the 1/3, guess what? They're not gonna fall. They're not gonna bow their knee. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it's gonna be some that's gonna be martyrs and stuff, but they're not gonna give up and stuff, and they're gonna see death. You know, but at the same time, the scripture says that the first shall be last and the last shall be first. You die in this truth, guess what? You're gonna get beamed up. You know what I'm saying? You know. So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua Wahaber Chakodash. Double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we hope to be. Shalom wa Bar Paul.